Is God responsible for our suffering? This is a question that millions of people ask when they face a serious illness, a tragedy, or the loss of someone they love. And perhaps you have asked yourself the same question. When something terrible happens, is God punishing us? Or is there another explanation? Lucia's story makes us think about this. When she was a child, she contracted polio, a disease that affected her leg and left her with difficulty walking. Years later, at the age of 16, she heard something she would never forget. Her employer told her, "God punished you with this paralysis because you were disobedient to your mother." Those words devastated her emotionally. But Lucia was not the only one. When Damaris discovered that she had a brain tumor, she heard these words from her own father. "You must have done something very wrong. God is punishing you." Imagine hearing that at the very moment when you need support the most. But is that idea really correct? For centuries, many people believed that illnesses were divine punishments. In Jesus' day, it was common to think that someone became sick because they had sinned. Some even believed that parents were responsible for the illnesses of their children. Centuries later, during the terrible Black Death, millions died throughout Europe. Many claimed that it was God's punishment against humanity. But was it really? Or were those deaths simply the result of natural causes, as researchers later discovered? The Bible's answer may surprise many people. Think about it for a moment. If God were truly using disease to punish people, why did Jesus spend so much of his ministry healing the sick? Jesus healed the blind. He healed the paralyzed. He healed lepers. He healed people who were considered beyond hope. If those illnesses were punishments from God, then Jesus would have been undoing God's judgments. But that makes no sense. After all, Jesus himself said, "I always do what pleases the Father." He would never act against God's will. This leads us to an important conclusion. The healings performed by Jesus show that God does not want human suffering. The Bible also describes God as perfectly just. In Deuteronomy, we read that God is never unjust. Think about that. Do you believe that a just God would cause a plane crash, killing hundreds of innocent people, simply to punish one individual? Of course not. Even Abraham, a man known for his faith, declared that God would never destroy the righteous along with the wicked. Such an action would be completely contrary to divine justice. But there is an even more revealing account. One day, Jesus and his disciples met a man who had been blind from birth. The disciples asked a question that reflected the popular belief of their time. They asked, "Who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus' answer was direct. Neither this man sinned nor his parents. With those words, Jesus rejected the idea that the man's condition was a punishment from God. Then he healed him, once again demonstrating that God does not use disease to punish people. And the Bible reinforces this teaching. In James chapter 1, verse 13, we read, "God cannot be tried with evil things, nor does he try anyone." This means that God does not use tragedies, diseases, or suffering to test or punish human beings. This brings us to an unavoidable question. If God is not responsible, why is there so much suffering in the world? Why do diseases exist? Why do innocent people suffer? The Bible promises that this suffering will not last forever. Jesus healed people to show what the future will be like under God's kingdom. A future where there will be no more sickness, no more pain, no more tears, and not even death itself. In Revelation, the promise is clear. He will wipe every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, neither will